Hey, Mark Shepard, cowabunga.com, and I want to talk a little bit about dating and relationships today. It's actually a rant. It's a rant. Warning, warning, cowabunga rant about to proceed. So, I'm on a number of email lists of dating coaches, both male dating coaches and female dating coaches. Female dating coaches for men, male dating coaches for men, and I'm on the list of some female dating coaches for women and at least one male dating coach for women, right? Okay. So it's always this. The coaches who coach men, basically their message is how to get laid. Right? That's it. How to get laid. Right? And you guys want to know, how is it that some guys seem to get laid all the time, And yet us nice guys, the good guys, the guys that really care about women and value women and respect women and enjoy women and want to, see a world where women have full rights and equality and all this kind of stuff. Why is it that most of the really attractive women treat us like shit? Why is that, right? So that's one of the confusions in men's mind, right? But the coaches for women, their whole thing is how to find Mr. Right, how to find the one, right? This belief, particularly with women over 40, it's like they are, I don't know what their desperate thing is, but they're looking for one guy, just one guy, one perfect man who will just make all their dreams come true. And unfortunately, here's what I see. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me share you with what triggered this rant. I got an email from a woman dating coach for women who I actually knew in person in a previous location where I used to live. And this woman, and granted, she is well-meaning and she knows her audience. She's talking to women over 40 who essentially somehow have internalized this idea that somehow there's a one person, somehow there's a perfect man out there who is just going to be the best lover, the best provider, the best this, the best that, Mr. Right. And what they want to do is find out how to get through the Mr. Wrongs, how to stop wasting their precious, valuable time on Mr. Wrong. Well, I know this lady. And I know that for a fact, one, she lost a whole bunch of weight when she turned 40 because she decided it was time to find the right guy, right? So she, first of all, went on a crash diet and lost a ton of weight, really improved the way she looked, and she started dating. And she dated like 100 guys. She literally went on 100 dates until she, found her way to her true love, the one man, the true man, the only man, the man for her, right? And they got married. I don't know how she convinced this guy to get married. She probably told him to marry her. But I met this guy, and he was the most mousy, quiet, kind of not very dynamic, not very alpha guy you've ever met. And obviously, this chick is swinging the dick in this relationship. And this guy is basically doing what he's told, right? I met this guy. He revealed nothing, but he had literally almost no personality, right? And this woman is so dominant, and I knew her from different business networking events I went to. Very dominant, very powerful woman, and ultimately masculine energy. Most of these women are swinging masculine energy, and somehow they're looking for this strange thing where there's some guy who only wants to be with them. And of course, after she married this guy, she put all her weight right back on. She is quite rotund. She's literally a round human being. And I'm sure this guy's like looking at other women. I'm sure he wishes he could be with other women. I'm sure he would love to get out into the world and have more choices other than this woman. But he probably felt like, well, this is the best I'm going to do because I'm a loser with women, right? But anyway, she sent out this, I'm on a rant. She sent out this email asking for her list to give her some feedback on titles for her next book. All right? So essentially, Here are the 5 title options. Is he right for me? Find Mr. Right by spotting Mr. Wrong in 3 dates or less. Man speak. How to translate what a man says and does to know what he really means. Does that sound? They want to know what we're saying. We're saying pretty much what's true for us. We don't want to just be with one woman for the rest of our lives. We could be with one primary woman, but if we're really honest, we're going to want to fuck other women. There's no man on this planet who only wants to fuck one woman. Yeah. Even if you're deeply in love with a woman, at some point you are going to be bored with her. And you're going to want variety. And the bottom line is women want variety too. Women cheat just as much as men. But somehow they fool themselves into thinking that it's because he wasn't Mr. Right. So that gives them permission to go find Mr. Right in all the wrong ways. Looking for wub in all the wrong places. So, dating wake-up call. Learn how to stop wasting time with the wrong men. Or the picker fixer. Find Mr. Right by spotting Mr. Wrong in 3 dates or less. It's like this whole idea that somehow women feel like that there's something wrong with them because men don't want to be monogamous. Or at least the honest ones. The ones who are lying because they're so desperate for sex that they'll say anything to get sex, or they're so lonely that they'll do anything to get into a relationship with a woman only to find themselves trapped and miserable as she puts on more and more weight, right? And ladies, if any lady watches this, if a woman watches this, please understand, I love women. I adore women. I think women should be equal partners in life, but please, I want to be a man. And as a man, my biological imperative is not to find one woman and follow her around like a fucking puppy dog for the rest of her life or my life. I mean, 30, 40, 50 years is a long time to be with one person. A long time, ladies. And do you really think that is remotely reasonable? That we make a contract with each other, an open-ended, endless contract, that for the rest of our lives we're stuck with each other and we can't have sex with anybody else? Do you think that is bizarre? I'm starting to think it's bizarre, but that's what these women are looking for. They've swallowed the cultural imperative that you're supposed to find one person. Who is benefiting from that, really? The divorce lawyers, the marriage caterers, the facilities to have weddings and receptions. Let's keep people getting married and keep getting them divorced so that we can double our money, right? So if a person gets married not just once, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a lifetime, that's 5 weddings. That's 5 divorce attorneys they can hire. It's like, hello, people. Hello. Ladies, try this. Try working on yourself. Try seeing that you are the one. Try loving yourself so much that you understand that our bodies are not designed to only be with one person, yours or ours. This is something that we could do together by being honest, by saying, hey, you know what? I enjoy your company. I really enjoy being with you. I enjoy making love to you. I enjoy everything about you. The only thing I can't honestly do is say that I would only want to be with you for the rest of my life. I want to mostly be with you. Isn't that fair? What's wrong with that? I want to mostly be with you, and you probably mostly want to be with me. Can we be honest and be able to say, hey, I want to fuck her. And you can tell me, do you want to fuck him? Or do you want to fuck her? Why can't we do that? What's so horrible and threatening about that? I mean, basically it goes against our culture. And our culture somehow is steeped in this Judeo-Christian monotheistic monogamy, and it's boring. People, it's boring and it doesn't work. It's obviously not working. 50% of first marriages fail. 60 or 70% of second marriages fail. Like 80% of third marriages fail. What the fuck? Why? Why can't we be honest and say, hey, I enjoy your company. However, I have so much going on in my life and I'm such an amazing person that I'm not going to tie myself down to just one person. And if you're that way too and you're cool, that's great. But this looking for the one, looking for the one, looking for the one, it's like a religion. It's like a weird cult. It's bizarre. And there is my rant. Guys, let me hear from you. And ladies, I really don't care right now what you think. This is a website for men. It's a website for men because it's time for us guys to start speaking up, particularly us nice guys, us good guys, us relationship material guys, who we've only done that because we hear you flapping your lips all the time, ladies, about, oh, the one, Mr. Right. Oh, looking for love in all the wrong places. Oh. And ultimately, it's your fear of dying alone, right? Are you so afraid of being alone that you have to find some guy that you can make miserable? And I see guys all the time doing the serial monogamy thing because that's the way they think it's done. And who made up these rules? So that's my rant. That's it. I don't know if I have anything else to say. Other than this, hey, at cowabunga.com, guys, I'm going to teach you how to take charge of your own mind and your own life and your own sex life. If you want to have sex with more than one woman, stick around because I'm working on a course right now about how to do that. And I have two amazing women, and I am so honest with them. And you know what? One of my girlfriends has another boyfriend, and she loves having that freedom. And my other girlfriend is actually bisexual, and we just talked about, we met this woman over the weekend who we'd both like to fuck. And we had a conversation about it. That is healthy relating. That is, see, there's a difference between a relationship, which is some box that people put around two people, and relating. How are you relating? Are you relating honestly? Are you relating authentically? Are you relating with your integrity? Or are we fooling ourselves and then lying to each other about this one crap? So let's stop looking for the one outside ourselves, both men and women. Look in the mirror. Adore that person. You are perfect just the way you are. And yeah, it's okay to want to have a deep, intimate, long-lasting, sustainable relationship with somebody. It's also okay to have a long-lasting, deep, sustainable relationship with more than one person. And for everybody to have their needs met, except for these promises that no one can keep. Let's stop making them, okay? Let's stop making promises that we cannot keep, because our biological bodies are designed to have sex. They're designed both in men and women to have sex as much as our bodies want. And that's a lot. And one person is never going to satisfy all of your needs and desires ever. And looking for that person and wanting that person is worse than a fool's errand. It is delusion. It is attachment. It is all the things that all the spiritual leaders talk about avoiding, waking up from. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. You are the one. Ladies, gentlemen, you are the one. Find the love of your life in the mirror and then begin to work on your life. Find your purpose. Find your passion. And if you meet someone who's going in the same direction, whose company you enjoy, invite them along. But don't give up your soul, your life, your purpose just to fulfill some weird Hollywood Walt Disney vision of what it's supposed to be like, just because there's princesses and princes and all this crap. And the overriding culture wants you to get out and buy stuff. Buy. Buy her things, take her places, have a big wedding, spend a lot of money, invite all the relatives, have a bridal registry, do all the things that everybody does. Have you ever considered that you might be being manipulated by society, by the corporate interests, by the media? Look in the mirror. You are the one for you. Love yourself so much that you're willing to start being honest in your relationships. Give that a shot. See how it works. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Cowabunga.com. Guys, please know that the fact that you want to have sex with more than one woman is natural and healthy. And do not let anyone tell you otherwise unless you really want just one woman for the rest of your life. And I've yet to meet a man who, when there's no woman present, admits that that's what he wants. Sorry, ladies. You want us to lie to you, and I'm not doing it anymore. And if you don't like that, don't hang out with me. All right? So, guys, I believe in you, and life can be amazing. And there's plenty of women out there who are not monogamy crazy, waiting to trap you and tie you down. There are women out there who are getting it too. In fact, the polyamory movement, many of the advocates and major leaders in the polyamory movement are women, enlightened women, awakened women, women who adore themselves so much that they realize that they too want variety in their life, and they want to relate. They don't want a relationship. They want healthy, honest, loving, sustainable relating. And ultimately, that's what we really want, and that's what these women really want, even though they don't know it. All right? They think the only way they can get it is by tying a man down, locking him into a future that has only her in it. So that's it for now. I'm going to stop. Man, this is a rant. I got fired up. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will be back soon with more cowabunga.com.